Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Dead by Daylight. Been sitting here forever trying to explain these patch notes and it all goes too deep for me, so I'm just going to try to keep it dry. So, patch 2.5 is out. As simple as that, not too many changes. I already made a video called PTB 2.5.0 that covers everything that was in the patch. The only difference is this section here in the live section. If I am wrong on that, feel free to let me know. I'll pin your comment up at the top like I usually do. And essentially, the only changes they have are a couple of bug fixes, which you can read right here. I'll scroll down for them so you can pause the video and read them all. This is most of them. And then they also removed the two test things they were testing. One for Legion, where damaging an injured survivor with Frenzy drops them to 20 seconds instead of 30. They just reverted it. It was too powerful because you could also combine it with Frank's mixtape, and that was just ridiculously strong. Legion is in a bad spot for me. Personally, I feel that he's not fixable because buffing him swings the pendulum of balance too far. You're going to fly them all the way over to Nurse's side, being way too powerful by ignoring Survivor defense, or keep them on Freddy's side, where you have an interesting power, but it's just overly hindered by a power that's too strong to be let loose. And then for self-care, it's pretty interesting because we've had some other changes that never made it through. Decisive Strike and the hatch standoff, so hatch closing mechanic was removed as well. So they took an approach to self-care. Essentially, the feedback was divided, and they chose not to release it, and we'll likely see an iteration in the future sometime. That's what I would have liked to have seen with Decisive Strike. It never came. And that's what I would have liked to see with the hatch closing. That also never came. The problem with the hatch closing is, again, the community gets divided on that. Survivors do not like the hatch closing because it makes them give up, but on the other hand, killers who find the hatch first should be allowed to claim their fourth kill. And we're divided on that. So they chose not to implement it, not just because we were divided on it, but because it makes them want to relook the whole end game. Maybe it's not just the hatch closing, it could be the whole end game of trying to get a door after. So they said they were going to review that, and they did make an announcement not too long ago that some exciting things are coming the way, and maybe it's the new change to the end game. Maybe it's something big. And I hope it is, because I could really use something to change. But the point is, the self-care change is not implemented, and I think I'm very happy if they never did. The self-care change was too goddamn strong for survivors. It made things too easy. People like me would abuse botany, because I already use botany by itself. I love having a 33% increased heal speed at all times. It's just fantastic for my altruism and benevolence points. But when that self-care was introduced, I was able to negate all the negative effects of self-care, and I was able to also find a different strategy with using self-care with autodidact. Self-care for me would have a higher increased speed, and then autodidact would just ignore the speed and guarantee me my skill checks, because the amount of time, it would be ridiculous if I didn't get a skill check. It was possible to not get one, it's just very unlikely. So I was able to kind of be able to step over the issue with two other perks that just completely ignored the negative effects of self-care, and that was fantastic. So self-care is the same as it's been. I hope they don't change it, to be honest. It's the tool in and of itself to heal yourself by yourself unlimitedly is really strong. But also, time is not always on your side, so wasting your time self-caring through a sloppy butcher has its negative side effects, so running that is of your own accord. They've also made changes to the increased chances of spawn blinking signs in the hallways of Treatment Theater, essentially the things that tell you where the generators are. What that means exactly, I just know that it was having an issue pointing to proper generator locations, but I didn't know there was like just a chance for them to spawn. A couple of other bug fixes. The big ones were, in my old video, I had shown that I couldn't hop out of any elevated windows off the ground because Legion just didn't want to hop out the window. They fixed that. They fixed a couple of camera angles, a whole bunch of animations, lots of stuff. And then they also fixed Proved Thyself. There were so many bugs with Proved Thyself, it was ridiculous. So first, the bonus of Prove Thyself would always be effective, and taking into consideration that you yourself would buff yourself, so you could actually have 40% over 30%. And then on top of that, it was multiplicative, which drastically increased how fast you could repair a generator, hence the rumor of the 15 generator repair. Yes, you could potentially repair a generator that fast. It was just very unlikely, but the fact it could be done with Proved Thyself is a bit weird. I believe I've seen other clips currently of the new patch where somebody did it in 10 seconds, but they were using brand new parts, and you know what? It's interesting to show how far Dead by Daylight has come. If you really think about it, back in the day, you could finish a generator in literally a second by yourself with just one item. And nowadays, if it takes 4 people on one generator to fix it in 10 seconds, I think that's a good step. It took all 4 of you and specific items to the specific setup in a specific situation, which you can only do 1 time per match. And I find that to be better than popping 4 generators in 1 match in under a second. So I'll live with that. That's pretty good. Other than that, there's not really much else here. It's just a couple bug fixes. I do not believe anything has changed from the last one. It all looked the same when I read through it, unless they changed a couple of numbers here and there. Essentially, just to recap, Legion Pig got buff, a couple of perk changes, audio adjustments, and things are looking better. So I'll see you all in game. Disturbed ward at the Crotus Pran Asylum. Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Dead by Daylight. Today I'm recollecting my achievements that I never bothered to get because I believe they fixed them in this patch, as they are now starting to count for me, which is fantastic. And on top of that, we also have to look at patch 2.5.0. So here we are, I'm playing Legion. I really don't enjoy this as Legion, but I'm gonna say that no matter what, I always win as Legion, because Legion has some pretty nasty power in terms of, god damn it. Hi. Yeah, no, I saw what you did there. Yeah, no, I saw what you did there. We're gonna go ahead and take you out. That's gonna happen. So I have this fancy tool called Franklin's Mixtape. What, were you right there? Oh, you were going for the stun. You're not gonna get far, trust me. It's like, I don't. Pretty much boned yourself on that. Did you? Nope, I was right. This is why a lot of people do like the Legion. They've got some pretty powerful add-ons, a really good setup, which make them almost unstoppable. And I mean literally almost unstoppable. The only way you can do it is if you have a pallet, and those are limited though plentiful. Just if you also have to have some godlike timing, and you got to make sure that Legion doesn't have godlike patience to handle your bullshit. And why are they fixing something? Hi, you. Ooh, got a heartbeat. Someone on the run. Ah, my power doesn't reach nearly as far as it should. Now, unlike your ally here, there's nothing for you to do. And the reason I'm gonna take the 2 hits is because I'll take the 2 hits, I'll lose them, just graciously. Now we let the timer begin. Okay. So, he learned his lesson, I think. We got him pretty good, I think. I'm waiting for the disconnects to really kick in. Although I'm not going to get much malicious if I'm not hitting him like 4 to 5 times, but I might actually kill someone. That could happen. And that's what makes this such an odd trade. Legion themselves, like without their add-ons, they do amazingly well. Oh, you want to die. I guess that is what you want to do. So that's okay, I guess. You want to just go back on the hook, fine. I'm not here to stop you. Enjoy death as you see fit. I guess your deliverance hook. Like, why? Alright, so that's the one generator I don't want to defend. He's near another one. And he gave up, I think. How? He still has HP. Do we question what goes on in this game anymore? Ever? I don't know what's going on. Hi, Jake. How are you? I really think it may be a little unfair I'm able to swing all haphazardly and stuff. This time I'm actually going to hit him a third time. I would like the additional maliciousness. I like being malicious. I also realize that the achievement is to knock him down in my pursuit mode, so I should be doing that. Or those afflicted with deep wounds, I think. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've wanted to fix anything in relation to that. And for some reason, that dude still has a health bar and is on the hook somehow. Yeah, there's nothing to see here, kids. Move along. Move along. Where are we going? That generator needs stopping, I guess? Question. Nope. Oh, they saved him. Didn't I just know it was the other David? Who's butt bleeding over here? Oh, my power's not gonna reach that. Fudge, man. Why do I even bother with this sometimes? Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to please... There we go. And then I need you to enter deep wounds mode. There you go. Okay. And then proceed to run. I didn't pay attention. Where'd you run? Okay. This way. Paying attention is a really good thing. Now, I thought that the decreasing the deep wounds timer was a good idea. Turns out not really. Okay, that works. As long as I keep taking them out, I think I still get points for that. I'll check after the fact. I have no idea right now. Although I wish someone would come body block the body. Because, you know, I don't have Mad Grit or anything. I think it's called Mad Grit or True Grit. Man, I'm really out of touch with this game. About as out of touch as a spork fetish. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What, am I defending this one? There's no one on that one. There's no one on that one. There's no one on that one. What are they doing? Okay, he killed himself. Yeah. What am I defending? I thought he just killed himself. Excuse me? Kill the Dwight. That's not Dwight. Wow, these cosmetics make everybody look almost similar because David King doesn't wear something. It's because it's the ugly. Got it. Christmas. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna leap through that. You're crazy. Oh, he's up here. So can I hit you before that runs out? You gonna flashlight me in the... Nope! He's gonna decisive strike me and I'm not gonna appreciate this. Man, people tell me this perk never happens, but it's like every day. I really don't care what he's doing anymore, almost. Gotta defend the generators. Not that one. How about the furthest one? Oh, gee golly, Jake, we found you. And this is where, if we still had that, like, damage thing... Oh, okay, there we go. They really should just punish me for making a goofy miss like that. Yes, run, Jake. You didn't run fast enough. There was a pallet to your right, I think, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Also, there's going to be a PS4 tournament. We did an Xbox one already. It was kind of atrocious, only because the performance of the Xbox itself was scary. But PS4's coming up. I think it might just be as bad. Xbox really has some interesting invite systems, let's be honest. There's some problems with it. The players are fine. But there was also like a clear difference of skill on a lot of the players from the winner too. It's like every team had a negative in every match somewhere. It was weird, but it was cool. But never seen it before. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, PS4's happening now. It'll happen on Sunday. I'm not sure exactly what that means for everybody. The signups will be in Discord. I'm not making a separate video because nobody spread the last video, so I could care less about, you know. That dude ran that way, didn't he? Didn't he? That's what this was for? He ran this way. He saw me coming. He was like, let's bolt this way. I don't know. They're working on this generator. Am I paying attention? No, I'm too busy looking at you beautiful people over there. That is still damaged. So, gee golly. I were me. No, not in that one. It was a good guess, I guess. Hello? Not on that one. Still not up there. I mean, goddamn, my gatekeeper emblem's gonna be pretty good. Oh, nobody's touching anything. I can just patrol all the spell striking. Good. This is where surveillance would be nice. Hello. This is intense and fun gameplay. Where the fuck are they? There's no reason to leave the generators. Got a hell of a setup. Defended my generators pretty well. Just making loops. Let's go searching. I mean, they broke my hex rune pretty freaking immediately. And, yeah. Yeah. Can I stop pissing these crows off? That'd be lovely. Not on that one. Oh dear survivors who stay low to the ground. Oh, there's a crow who took off here. What? How did I get merciless? Wait, what? I think he DC'd in the hatch. That's the only thing that makes sense. I got a third kill, which I didn't kill anybody. Okay. Yeah. And now you see why I don't always play this game. Okay, that was really weird. So as you can see, I'm rank 12. It's been a while since I played. That was not what I was expecting on PC. Yeah, that was weird. Wait, why is he saying that's kind of weird if he took the hatch? What? I'm so lost. I'm so confused. But hey, you know what? PS4 tournament coming up. I'm super excited about that because we all get to play together. Curse of Fate's coming up. This week's also kind of filled with a bunch of goodies. The patch is out. Enjoy it, love it, live it, and I'll see you all next time. I'm also going to be doing some Resident Evil 2. If you guys want some footage of that, let me know. Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think? Yeah, no? Yeah, no? Yeah? Well, let me know. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game.